Welcome to the Sacred Light Collective, where we explore our experience as a multidimensional spirit in physical form, balancing being in this world but not of it. My name is Ali, your multidimensional guide, so join me as we co-create our shared experiences, conversations with spirit, all things light language, activations and energy as we remember who we truly are. Hello and welcome back to another episode. This week, I wanted to just check in a bit with a little soul share and just to reach out to you and share in this way so that we can all start to feel a little more connected. There is a feeling that I am picking up through the collective energies of a bit of isolation, a bit of feeling alone, like walking the path alone. So I wanted to open into the expanse of community through perhaps a new way, feeling this energetic connection and the grid within our space here, and allowing you to feel into that connection, a sense of shared community experience. And in doing that, I am sharing a little piece of me as well through these soul shares. So maybe you can feel less alone, or you can feel an understanding that you're not the only one that is wading through some challenging times, some challenging energies. Because, my friends, 2024 has been such a ride for me already. The intensity of the waves has been like a rocky ocean. And I know I'm not alone in this, and that's why I wanted to take the time to share this a little with you and really open into some of the reminders that I'm receiving, and to share the experience, to share all of it with you. Because as much as 2024 has really started to pull me under, I've felt this sense of almost being pushed down under the waves many, many times. But there have also been many moments where it's moved me forward, and I felt my head lift above the depths of the waves. And, it's easy just to focus on the moments, though, when you're being pulled under and where you feel as though you're drowning, or that the waves just keep coming and, slapping you down. But I wanted to remind you, as my higher self has been guiding me over the last couple of weeks, is to zoom out, to begin to take that bird's eye view, to look above and just see where the moments are also those waves and life pulling us up and out of the surface, pulling up and over the wave. And, even if this is just in small moments and in small pockets of your experience, to remember that this is the way that life is. This is the ebb and the flow, the high, the low, the positive, the negative, the good and the bad. We've been talking a lot over many episodes around removing that kind of state of being and that state of awareness, and coming into just simply allowing and letting it be what it is. And so it was interesting because I actually recognized something when I was doing a client session the other day, where I just recognized within myself that I inadvertently made this focus, my focus, of being pulled under and within the drowning element, the heaviness of it, so to speak, that I had missed the moments where this had cleared. I'd missed those moments where I had come up for air, where I'd been floating on the surface, because I had made more meaning into the moments where I wasn't. I'd really missed the moments where this had all cleared, and where I had actually allowed and I had let go of trying to control what was happening, trying to understand what was happening, and I simply surrendered to the experience and to the feeling. And rather than attaching anything to it, I just allowed it to be part of that experience, with that neutrality, with that curiosity, with the knowing that I would also come back up. And I really feel this is this deepening and anchoring of the state of being, the be in the state of being, is perhaps a better way of putting it, is allowing us to be in a state of being. And I feel as though this is opening and deepening into the allowing of the divine flow, the surrendering to the flow of life within us and through us. And I'm having this almost drop in right now as I share this with you, that this has been a deeper layer for us, a deeper experience for us. If this is resonating with you, if you are feeling this, that life is offering us this opportunity to surrender, to allow, to move away from that reactivity state of being, the reactive state of being, from the need to be in control, from our survival instinctual response, and simply guiding us into understanding and awareness and movement toward the state of being in neutrality, in the middle space, in peace, in surrender, in flow. And so if we can step into the surrender, the allowing, the letting go of control is the big piece here. We can allow things to simply be what they are. We can be with that in peace, in stillness, and knowing that we are still exactly where we are meant to be. And moving away from the fighting of the resistance, the trying to control, the really reactive state. Because, we tapped into that a lot at the end of last year here on the podcast and the Sacred Light Collective, that Spirit was really sharing with us, our guides were sharing with us, that we didn't need to keep digging. We didn't need to keep making meaning out of everything, because this is about now putting into practice the grounded action, the embodiment, and in the state of being. Being in the state of being. That's a mouthful, isn't it? Being in the state of being and allowing that to be the case as we start to reprogram and realign our mind and our body out of this survival state, as we allow more of our divinity, our cosmic higher self consciousness to be present in our bodies, and to be with that aspect of us as the leading and guiding and driving flow force into the structure state. So going from the reactive to simply being with the flow. And I just really feel that this is something that we are all moving through. As I feel into the collective response to this, the collective reactivity that I have been feeling as well at the start of this year. So I wanted to bring this forward too for my fellow empaths, light workers, starseeds, because quite often what we are feeling is in response to the collective. So remembering that you have your free will, you are a sovereign being who can tap into and discern, is this something that I am experiencing for my journey? Or is this something that the collective is experiencing? And if it is for the collective, let's dial that down. Because you can ask for that to slow down, to pause, to not feel it so intensely. And perhaps you can also ask if there's something that you can do through grounded action that can support that energy. But if not, ask it to dial down and allow yourself to tune into your experience only. Because I also feel like this is an opportunity for us to really start to embody our sovereignty by calling back our power, by being in this place of self-mastery. Because we are the master of our body, our energy, and our vessel. And we have the power to choose to what we react to, what we respond to, and to what comes in and out of our field and our bodies. And so I'm really feeling this is so entwined, and that's something too that has been reflected back through many client sessions as well, as we've been guided to draw people back into their sovereign power, back into the state of understanding that they are the master of their destiny. You are the creator. You are the master of your destiny. You are in control of your vessel, your body, the alignment, the choices, the decisions. You have that free will. You have sovereignty, and it's important that you start to recognize that. And we were receiving that a lot around the 2024 energies, about embodying and becoming more aware of standing in our sovereignty. So here is another experience that we are already being shown, if this is resonating with you, about where you can hold yourself in your power, your sovereignty. Remember, you have free will. Remember, you choose. You have creative responsibility and accountability. You are the master of your life. Now, I also will recognize that when we start to feel into that, I can almost feel the collective tightening that when we first start to begin to see or to feel or to know our power, that it can be unfamiliar. It can be overwhelming. It can feel too big. And I will share that personally, it did take me and has taken me many months to fully see and to feel and to know my power as a sovereign being. And look, there are still days, I will not lie, there are still days where it's a little overwhelming. It feels too much or too big. But I allow myself to just simply let it be there, to almost acclimatize to it. So I invite you to begin to open your awareness to this, to begin to acclimatize, to allow yourself to begin to accept it, to allow yourself even just to see this for now, and then let it unfold. Let it open and bloom within you, just very gently. There's no rush to accept this, and there are stages with which you can step into it. And the first one is really just becoming aware of it. And maybe that's where you are, and I invite you to even see it a little bit more deeply, to feel it a little bit more deeply, to open to it a little more deeply. So, my dear friends, this is just a short soul share of what I've been feeling in the collective. And as I said, wanted to share that with you to support you, or to at least assist you in not feeling so alone if you are experiencing something similarly, because we are all undergoing a lot of realignment and shift. And we have been since the end of last year. And there is really power in simply just allowing yourself to be in that state of being while this occurs, to pause, to honor the sacred pause, allow this to occur, to honor the need for rest or just slowing down, to simply allow the body to catch up, to really integrate and accept this powerful time of embodying all that you are and all that you are becoming, all that you are learning, evolving, and growing through and into. And so we want to take care of this physical body and vessel. We want to bring it along on this journey, this experience. You know, we have worked so much and felt so much through our mind and our ego with the shadows, and we've also tapped into higher self, our multidimensional nature. But now you're going to hear me reiterating the focus of the body and bringing the body more fully into this trio of this union of mind, of body, of spirit. So I would love to hear if this resonates, or if you are feeling the energies or the collective energies in some way. And please know that I am holding you in my heart and sending love from my heart to yours. And if there are any moments that feel too big to navigate, or the energy feels too big to hold, remember that there are people like myself, there are other practitioners, or even it could be your soul family, your friends, your own family. We are all here to hold space for you. So remember, it's okay to ask for help. You don't need to feel as though you're going through this alone. And it's important to ask for help when you need it as well, to reach out, even if it is just in some small way. You don't have to open your heart and share fully and completely, but just make sure that you are maintaining some type of contact and connection. And as always, my dear friends, the light, the love, the divinity within me honors the light, the love, the divinity within you. Namaste. Until next time, much love.